When someone is diagnosed with high blood pressure, the clinical advice is almost like an automatic reflex. Stop eating salt. It sounds so simple and actionable. But here is the problem. For millions of people, that advice is incomplete at best, and at worst, it points them in the completely wrong direction. It is not that salt is irrelevant, but salt is merely one tiny piece of a much larger physiological puzzle. When we obsess over sodium alone, we ignore the real biological drivers. Today, I want to walk you through the actual causes of hypertension, the metabolic factors, nutrient deficiencies, and hormonal drivers that are often overlooked. To understand why salt is often a distraction, we have to look at how a healthy body works. Sodium raises blood pressure by pulling water. In a healthy person with functional kidneys, the body senses this rise immediately. The kidneys respond by flushing out the excess sodium and water. This mechanism is remarkably efficient. This is why many people can enjoy salty foods without their blood pressure ever budging. So, if your pressure stays high even after you cut out the salt shaker, the issue isn't the sodium. It's your body's ability to process it. One of the first places we must look is magnesium. Magnesium is arguably the most critical mineral for blood pressure regulation. It acts as a natural relaxant for your blood vessels. It boosts the production of nitric oxide, which tell your arteries to widen. When your magnesium levels are low, your blood vessels stay constricted. Unfortunately, nearly half of the population is deficient in magnesium. Our modern soil is depleted, and our diets are filled with refined grains and sugar, which cause your body to dump magnesium. Prioritize magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, legumes, and nuts, or discuss a high-quality supplement with your doctor. Next, we have to talk about one of the most underappreciated hormones in cardiovascular health, insulin. When your insulin levels are chronically high, your kidneys receive a signal to stop letting go of sodium. They begin to aggressively retain salt. Interestingly, when people shift their diet to stabilize their insulin, their blood pressure often drops significantly within days. Closely tied to the insulin problem is fructose. Large amounts of fructose generate a massive amount of uric acid. High levels of uric acid block the natural production of nitric oxide and make your blood vessel walls stiff and rigid. Now, we cannot talk about sodium without talking about its direct rival, potassium. It's the natural antidote to salt retention. Potassium also works within your brain to turn down the sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response. By increasing your intake of sweet potatoes, tomatoes, and leafy greens, you provide your body with the tools it needs to relax. The key takeaway is that high blood pressure is rarely the result of just one mistake or one bad ingredient like salt. Look at your magnesium, stabilize your insulin, lower your uric acid, and balance your potassium. When you fix the environment, the pressure takes care of itself. Address these root causes today to protect your heart and your future. Thank you for listening, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next deep dive.